What is up, guys? It's your boy Black Roo back with another video. Before we get started, as always around here, cue my guy Indigo Saint. Let's go. Let's get it. Indigo Saint in the building. Black Roo investing. Let's go.
Who's this producer?
Best believe I was black or invested. With your money, you ain't gotta be guessing. Profits is what we manifested. So we binge on our black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested. That course in this race, we ain't resting. We got stocks, we got crypto with a blessing. So thank God for that black or invested. Best believe I was black or invested.
What's going on, guys? We're coming up in here 30 minutes late. You know what? There's just a lot going on personally right now, guys. We'll get into it one day, I'm sure. Yeah, guys, I hope everyone had a very wonderful Memorial Day. Let me go ahead and start us on Rokfin here. Boom, 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 boom. And let's go ahead and share the screen here. So couple announcements. So speaking of Rokfin, I'm gonna go live on Rokfin with one of my guys I really respect out here, Juan Ayala. He has the One on One podcast. Definitely check his podcast out if you guys are into the esoteric and occult stuff like I am into. Nobody does it better than this guy. He's not paid opposition like some people out here. He gives you the truth. He gives you the facts. So yeah, definitely check him out. But today we got Ripple case over. We got a couple different things we can point to that, hey, maybe it's over. Maybe it's over. And a DAG ADA collaboration. Could that be? DAG is still one of the biggest bargains out there right now. Gotta love DAG. They've been working with the Department of Defense. This is known. This is out there. There's news articles about it. And they're just sitting here chilling. So shout out to the patrons. The patrons just got a new list for me. What I'm looking at coming up for this month, or for this week, excuse me. Less than a cup of coffee. Also, if you can't support via the Patreon, we do have the Telegram for you. It's free to join. The link is in the description. Why try to take on the crypto world all by yourself? We're growing real strong in that Telegram. People in there sharing knowledge every day, sharing news articles, different things. Definitely one thing to check out around here. Okay. And we're like something like 64, 65 members strong over there. People just sharing real information, like airdrops, different things like that. So might be something you want to check out. So yeah. So let's get into our topic for today. XRP. Is the XRP case over? Okay. We got some popping off. From XRP here today. Really kind of over the weekend, we got that popping off from XRP. It was chilling at around 46 cents. It's been a while since it broke the 40-cent barrier. Like, like where it got under the 50-cent range. And different people were thinking like, oh man, maybe this is proof that the case might not go the way that they think the case is going to go. But then all of a sudden here, last couple days, it just violently popped back up to 52 cents. So you can see here, since Tuesday, May what is that? Tuesday or okay, no, Monday, the 29th. It went from 47 cents all the way up to 52 cents in less than a day. That's a pretty big move right there. Um, and if it's at 47 cents, that's like what, 15%? 15% move in one day. Gotta love that. Gotta love that. And if you look at it over the day span, it went, and this is what we tell you about charting, right? That's overbought. It went down to, I'm sorry, excuse me. This is over, yes, this is overbought. I'm right. This is overbought. It went down to oversold. And once it got down to the oversold point, almost went right back up to overbought. So you can see these different things if you look at the day chart. You look at different types of. I like to look at the day and I like to look at the hour, but you can get kind of little small wins if you're willing to try to do the whole like swing trade thing. You can get small wins this way. I don't do it personally myself, but you could do it if you just look at the chart here. It's um, like it's not me telling you, it's just here. It's in the chart. Overbought, almost all the way down to oversold. Overbought, oversold, overbought. It's just there, right? It's just there. So and you can also see it here with the white cloth tool as well. But multiple tools just give you more things to confirm your hypothesis, right? So with this bullish action, maybe, maybe it might be over. But that's just one tool, right? What other tools we got in our arsenal to see like maybe it's over? Ripple's out here just buying stuff. But let's see who we got in the house here. Okay, just 3 so far. We'll probably have more on tomorrow, of course. I'm not done, but of course, tomorrow we have our Gentleman of Crypto show at 6 o'clock as well. But let me continue going here. So Ripple's just out here buying stuff. So this is May 24, 2023. Ripple acquires Pantera stake in Bitstamp. So they acquired a stake in a Bitcoin in a cryptocurrency exchange. I'm trying to talk way too fast here. So let's just read this a little bit here. Blockchain-based digital payment network. More on that later. Blockchain-based digital payment network Ripple took a minority stake in cryptocurrency exchange Bitstamp in the first quarter of 2023. Digital investment firm Galaxy Digital advised on the deal, according to the transcript on May 9th Galaxy shareholder conference call. Ripple acquired shares previously owned by Pantera Capital, a digital asset investment firm based in the United States. Pantera was one of the largest shareholders in Bitstamp until 2018, when the exchange was acquired by Belgian-based investment firm NXMH. In an all-cash deal. At the time, the company was valued at $60 million. Pantera, which made a $10 million investment in the company in 2014, also sold part of its stake in BitSwap to NXMH. Okay, so let's do a little looking here on Bitstamp and like kind of how big they are as far as exchanges go. So going over to exchanges, let's see like kind of how much money flows through them. This should just be a little good exercise to see here. So of the top exchanges, we got Binance, of course, Coinbase, Kraken, KuCoin, Bybit, and Bitstamp. So it's in the top 10. That's pretty impressive, actually. Um, of score. And it also seems like it's in the top. Well, there are probably more money running through other exchanges because you can see here trading value 174 million. That's good, but you know, we can probably look here. There are probably a lot more that are above it on that list. Yeah, if we go, so that's like, okay, so it's like in the top 50. Well, shoot, maybe in the top 100. So there's a lot of ones on that list before we get to Bitstamp. But as far as score goes, it's in the top 10. I don't know exactly how they calculate the score. Based on the following: web traffic factor, average liquidity volume, as well as confidence that the volume reported by the exchange is legitimate. Okay, so that's cool. And let's see kind of where Bitstamp is, where they're located, if they'll tell us that. We might have to go into the actual, okay, there we go. So it's highly regulated. Fifty licenses and registrations globally. It's the first crypto exchange to receive a payment institution license in the EU. Holds a bit license in New York. That's huge. That's huge. And undergoes regular audits by the Big Four accounting firm. So, okay, so let's leave that where that is right there. That's huge, huge, huge news right there. Let's go to the second piece. Ripple buys cryptocurrency firm Metco for 250 million. Okay, so not only, okay, so U.S. Crypto firm Ripple has bought Switzerland-based crypto custody firm Metco for 250 mil. It's its first major acquisition, Ripple said on Wednesday. Metco makes technology which allows financial institutions, right, to store and manage digital assets. Its clients include Citibank, BNP Paribas, and oh god, Society Generales, Society Generale, digital asset arm. So basically, they acquired a crypto custody firm that's already working with banks. So what is it telling you? Like, okay, but let's read this second part too. Investor interest in crypto assets is cooled following a drop in cryptocurrency prices in 2022. We all know that this is like a hijack. This is like BS, right? Because crypto runs in cycles. We have the bull cycle kind of that starts when Bitcoin halves, and then after Bitcoin halves every 4 years. We have about 2 years of bull cycle and about 2 years of bearish cycle until the process starts all the way over again. Okay. Expect the same thing coming up this year. Bitcoin's probably going to go bullish sometime around the halving. 2024 it's going to be bullish for like 2024, 2025, like towards the tail end of 2025 or the beginning of 2026 is probably going to go bearish, but I haven't looked exactly on that. I'll have to compare it to 2021, right? And compare it to previous cycles, but that's basically generally the gist. bullish for 2 years after the halving, and then bearish accumulation phase, and it just repeats all the way over again. Okay. Um, so, anyways, let's continue. And series of collapses at major crypto firms, including U.S. exchange FTX. We already know how much garbage the whole FTX thing was. Gary Gensler is like a former Goldman Sachs guy. He was meeting with Sam Bankman-Fried. He had at least 2 meetings with them that we know of, right, on the books. Sam Bankman-Fried was giving political donations to the D's and the R's. FTX was involved with Ukrainian funds. This is proven. So there's so much stuff that went on without FTX. Like the fact that they're just even mentioning it is like, to me, like a hijack to make people be like, oh, crypto, because this is Reuters, excuse me. This is a huge like crypto news. This is a huge just news firm for financial advice, right? But anyways, investors have become increasingly cautious about where and how crypto assets are stored after crypto platforms freezing individuals left them facing large losses. It's a true statement, but the way that they're phrasing it would give a person that doesn't have a lot of knowledge about crypto a whole lot of angst. But us, we know about the halving cycles. We know what happened to FTX, so we understand and are aware of what they're doing right here. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse said he expected increased demand from institutional investors for crypto custody services. So again, we've been over so many times here what they're doing. They're changing the banking system over to a crypto blockchain based banking system. Anybody who's using the current clearinghouse, Swift, which takes days to clear, will have to use crypto because specifically the banking cryptos, because their clearing will now happen in seconds, in near instant finality. So basically almost instantly. So in order to keep up business wise, you're going to have to get on board with these cryptos. Now, that's just gonna you're gonna have to. So what we're seeing here with Ripple is that they're putting the pieces into place right now. And why are they announcing all of this right now? Perhaps because this case is coming to its end. Okay. And they just acquired a stake in Bitstamp. And we just went and saw here, it has a bit license, right? So that means it can operate in New York. So they're already, they kept that in mind when they acquired a piece of this now. So more or less, you can almost say that Ripple's kind of not on par, but is standing kind of neck and neck with a crypto like LCX. However, it has the on-demand liquidity feature on top of it, right? It now has a stake in one of the largest cryptocurrency exchanges, and it now owns a private like crypto custody place in this Metaco that it bought. So it almost makes you think, when you think about things like Silvergate and stuff like that. Silvergate's gone. Now you kind of have to come to Ripple if you want to do crypto custody now. It's almost seeming like. So could Ripple have been involved in taking things down like Silvergate, like Signature? Who knows, right? That's just some thoughts in my head, right? Because they just acquired a large crypto custody firm, and a crypto custody firm, a huge one, and Silvergate went down not too long ago. So just some looking at the tea leaves there, right? And definitely we're going to see increased demand. We have some laws that are being put in place, one of which we talked about. Shout out to the patrons. There are laws being put into place. There are things that are happening where crypto, at least in the rest of the world, who knows about America, right? That whole sham mockery, right? When we know Gary Gensler is a former Goldman Sachs guy and is basically getting his pet checks paid by the president of the U.S., BlackRock, the real president of the U.S., the real mover and shaker of the U.S., BlackRock. But let's just kind of move on, right? So as U.S. regulations step up enforcement actions against crypto firms, Garringhouse said that Metco, being based in Switzerland with non-U.S. employees, added to the appeal of the company. Mind you, he still got Bitstamp, a piece of Bitstamp, which already has a bit license to operate in New York. So really, they got both places covered. So all of that probably led to a lot of this bullish action we saw right here in Ripple, but it was a couple days delayed. So huge stuff there. And if this case is over, man, maybe we see what different people were saying, like $13 crypto or $13 Ripple, $5 Ripple. Either way, that's just nice, right? Very nice. So that's what we got for Ripple. Ripple is putting in place all the things it'll need to take custody of funds, crypto funds. They're putting all the things in place that they'll need for private and public customers to custody crypto with them. So they're putting the things in place that they need to be the next bank, the next crypto great reset, really, right? They're putting all the pieces they need in place to be a possible world reserve currency, right? There's been rumored a lot of times, right, that Ripple might be a world reserve currency. Well, you can just see right now they're putting things in place where they're going to be a major power in the next banking revolution. Ripple's going to be they're going to have a lot of funds go through them. Okay, and they're making it happen right now. So there's that. What's up, Crypto in Focus? What's up, Manosphere Hall of Fame? Quant ran hot quarter 2, quarter 3. Do you see it bumping again? Okay, so we'll get to all the questions. Let me just cover this a little bit about Cardano right quick. So not sure if you guys caught this tweet. A quick note to Charles, that's Charles's Twitter handle, of ADA from Benjamin Diggles. Benjamin Diggles is like PR at Constellation. You guys know I like Constellation, and it's one thing that we've been talking about for the last couple weeks as being a great value right now. So Benjamin Diggles reached out to Charles. Charles must have said, it seems like, I didn't see what Charles said, but it seems like from the context of what Benjamin Diggles is saying, Charles said some sneak stuff about Constellation. He said some sneak negative stuff about Constellation, but Benjamin Diggles is choosing to take the high road in this conversation and actually reach out to him for a partnership. So I'm going to highlight some of the things that he says here. He only speaks for like a minute and 40 seconds. We're going to listen to all of it, but he says some very good points here, and it's worth a watch. So we're going to watch it.
So I don't take any offense by your comments, but rather I see.
So let's start from the beginning.
Hey, Charles, you got Benjamin Diggles here, one of the co-founders of Constellation Network, as well as the gentleman who's been working with the Department of Defense for the last 4+ years.
So work with the Department of Defense for the last 4 years. So that's amazing, right? One of the things to point out, since he's saying that, is what Constellation is. It's a DAG, which is like directed acrylic graph. Hedera's a DAG. CASPA, one that we've talked about a lot on here, is a DAG. DAGs are actually superior in scaling and speed to blockchains. However, DAGs are more centralized, which if they're working with the Department of Defense, they don't care. Like that might be an actual plus for the Department of Defense, that it's actually more centralized because they have more control that way, right? But the good news about that is for big data, for them to have a superior speed and superior scalability, that fits in perfect for the Department of Defense and that type of enterprise level of service needed for running all the different systems that the Department of Defense would need. So understand, when we're talking about DAG, we're talking about that. And not only do they have that, they have their own exchange called the Lattice Exchange, and they have their own launchpad, which they're launching projects like Genico. We've talked about that before. We're not going to talk about it now, but Genico, like GeoJams, like Alchemy, and this is not Alchemy Pay. This is a different Alchemy that works on like different ads for like digital ads and stuff like that. But yeah, so check out some of my Constellation videos and you'll see stuff like Genico. You'll see stuff about Alchemy. You'll see stuff about these ancillary things they've launched on their launchpad. But a lot to like about Constellation, especially the Department of Defense connection there.
The video you recently posted mentioning Constellation DAG sent some ripples through our community, and so I wanted to reach out. And first and foremost, me and my colleagues have nothing but mad respect for everything you've done for this industry. All the deposits and early momentum you've created in Web3 is a big reason why a lot of us are here. So
the olive branch that he puts out there, like tremendous respect for you in the community. What you've done, you know, that's so golden. That's so golden. So, because Charles wants to say some sneak stuff. And by the way, that's an impressive beard. Shout out to Ben Diggles for that impressive beard. Gotta respect another bearded man there. Mad respect. So play.
I want that to come through strong. And I also want to just take the opportunity to see if there's an opportunity for us to work together, to collaborate. One of the main reasons, one of the strong reasons we've won many contracts with the Department of Defense is because of our willingness to collaborate and be open. And I strongly believe by...
So he snuck that in there. They've won many contracts with the Department of Defense, which like we get to hear about some of them, but a lot of them they seem hush-hush about, which basically says to me, Constellation, sleeping giant here under 4 cents, right? And to me, anything under 6 cents with Constellation is an absolute steal. So under 4 cents here with Constellation. And you can see Ben seems like an intelligent guy, seems like he's head of PR, and he's PR handling this like a effing boss, like a final boss right now, like the PR final boss right now. Instead of, you know, trying to defend himself or defend Constellation, he's coming out here highlighting Constellation and giving an olive branch to Cardano to possibly work with them. Like, excellent work. Like, round of applause right there. And he didn't even finish with, you know, we only 45 seconds in and he's handling this like a PR final boss. Moving on.
by us combining our ecosystems, we can uncover some amazing use cases and synergies that will move the ball forward for everyone. Those that know me, I constantly say I want us all to win. And I believe, of course, this is bigger than crypto, that there's technologies in our hands to really demonstrably change the world. With that, I know that our CEO, Mr. Jorgensen, sent an email this morning, so you should have an email in your inbox. We would love to get on the phone and collaborate and find ways that we can all win together.
Making it about winning. Already had Ben Jorgensen put an email into Charles's inbox. So the inroads, not only have they already been made, they've been pre-prepared. Oh man, just like the preparation, the way that he's attacking this, the way he's going above board, taking the high road, saying this is about the cool crypto space, like PR final boss right there. Like that's the dude I would want being head of my PR. Like seriously, like I can't, there's not enough accolades that I can say about this, right? To be honest, like magnificent.
With that, happy to have you sign an NDA and share with you what I can about our federal momentum, hopefully giving you a different lens of what it
about our federal momentum. He hit that in there too. Department of Defense, and assuming he's saying federal momentum, we already know that there's Department of Defense in there, but that also opens the door to there possibly being more than Department of Defense. We've known that they had a letter of some type of letter signed by the U.S. Air Force saying that they were good. So not only Department of Defense, of course, you know, the Air Force is a part of the Department of Defense, but there are also other federal branches, let's say, that they could also be attached to. And he just dropped that little nugget in there as well.
It actually means, because it is quite meaningful. I'm very proud of what it actually means, because it is quite, and about our federal momentum, hopefully giving you a different lens of what it actually means, because it is quite meaningful. I'm very proud. So I don't take any offense by your comments, but rather I see it as an opportunity for us to come together and potentially create some pretty amazing stuff together. So once again, really appreciate everything you've done. Nothing but mad respect. And we'd love to hear from you and find ways that we can collaborate. So have a great day, buddy. Hey, Charles.
Perfect. Like I wish I had. I got to get the soundboard. I had a soundboard when I'm using OBS. That's like Street Fighter perfect music right there, because perfect, straight perfect. Like PR wise, I don't know if you could have done anything better than that. Like crypto, the crypto community first, reaching out to Olive Branch. I have no problem with your comments. Highlighting Constellation and their federal reach and their Department of Defense reach for 4 years, right? The entire bull cycle. Magnificent. Can't beat that. So I hope they collaborate. That'll just push both places forward. But again, like he put out the olive branch, but really they don't necessarily need Cardano, but it would be great for both of them if they did collaborate. But magnificent work right there. But let's get to these questions now. Let's see here. SNEK is doing well on ADA. I'm up almost 2x in a couple of days. Shout out to Manosphere Hall of Fame. Frequent watcher over here. Excellent work, bro. This is the type of people we have watching the channel. And hopefully, Manosphere, hopefully you're in the chat, in the Telegram chat. Let's go. My guy, Crypto in Focus, I know he's in the chat. What's good, bro? Yeah, I see Quant pumping again soon. We see what's going on with Ripple here. Ripple and Quant, they're running in the same type of pack, if you will, right? The ISO 2002, and now that I think about it, 20022. 3 2s add up to 6. That's a very kind of Freemason esoteric type of number. But anyways, that's a whole nother subject, right? Yeah, I do see Quant running. It's a part of those ISO 2002 cryptos. You can see Ripple. Ripple's probably going to start a ripple effect, pun intended, with all of these cryptos once everything is solved with it. So we could probably expect once everything's going on with Cripple. Oh my God, terrible. With Ripple, we'll see probably XLM move. We'll probably see Quant move. We'll probably see a couple different ISO 2002 cryptos move. Okay. Particularly, of course, XRP and XLM. Yeah, Quant is actually a good buy at where it is right now. It was at $100 not too long ago, like last week or something like that. So it is a very good buy at what it's sitting at right now. Okay. It had made it all the way down to, again, oversold. Like, that's what you really want to be looking at when you're looking at, okay, it's a good time to buy. Yeah, oversold. That's where you want to buy it. Got down here, touched oversold, and boom. You can see here it touched oversold again here, 114, right? Went up a little bit after that, went back to like 133. Again, touched oversold right here. You could keep playing with this like the whole day on the day chart, right? You could just keep playing in this. Like, okay, overbought, oversold. Overbought, oversold. You could just for days, right? You can see again with the Wyckoff, it does that too. And of course, you can see here again too with the GAN fan that it's hitting like the top of these different triangles. But yeah, going on. Yeah, Quant's a good buy right here. You can see here last bull run, it was as high as $300 and something dollars. There's no reason to expect that this one day won't see 1,000. If you really think and you really understand, okay, Ripple's over here buying different banks and stuff like that. If Ripple is going to be connected to Quant via different things like R3 Cordia and XDC, and all of these are going to be a part of like really big enterprise cryptos. What the heck is this dinosaur doing in the middle of here? I don't know what that's about. Okay, this is the very beginning. Okay, great. Wow. ADHD moment for me. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I think seriously, yeah, Quant will possibly be a $1,000 token if we really understand who all Quant is connected with. HBAR, Alliance Block, all those different ones who are trying to make a banking revolution in crypto, and the writing is on the wall. Nevermore has the writing been on the wall with the things that we're seeing happen with the American dollar, right? You know, how inflation's going, but yet if you listen to our news, they're still like, okay, maybe a recession is going to happen when essentials are higher than they have ever been, right? Like come on, like buying a carton of eggs, you know, rent, used car prices, all of it skyrocketed. It's crazy. And when you think like, okay, Michael Saylor might have bought Bitcoin at the high, but this is when, like, just 2 years ago, dollars could buy you so much more stuff, right? So really, Saylor looks like a boss because he bought Bitcoin with money that's way devalued now. Like, and Bitcoin is going to be worth so much more. Like, I really think we definitely see $100,000. I don't know why I can't talk today. $100,000 Bitcoin in this next bull cycle. I really think we see that. That's just my guess, y'all. Y'all know I've went and said maybe 180 to 200K once it's all done with the bull cycle. Maybe we might have to wait till 2026, 2025 to get that 200K Bitcoin. But yeah, that's happening. But yeah, back to quant. Quant's a whole new different. It's a whole different beast than Bitcoin. But you can imagine with Bitcoin going up, quants are going to go up. But quant's use case is that it's going to be part of these guys like Ripple and be a part of the next banking system, right? Because the American petrodollar is going away. It's going to be BRICS nation stuff, and quant's going to be a big part of that. What's up, Leonard? My guy. Leonard's a big guy in the Telegram. Shout out to another person in the Telegram. Solo ready for liftoff. I'm sure with the NASDAQ partnership. Okay, did Solo just have a NASDAQ partnership and I missed that? Solo, NASDAQ. Should have probably said Solo next NASDAQ partnership, right? But that's okay. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, and did I say, guys? Yeah, I'm going to do a live with Juan, the One-on-One podcast, and also with homie Romy on Thursday on Rokfin. Check that out if you can. If you can't, I will have, it will require a Rokfin subscription. But I'm also going to put that out free for my patrons, the video. So as soon as we do it, I will put out the video for my patrons. So if you don't have a Rokfin subscription, you'll just actually get the video for free on the Patreon. But I will put out the audio on Apple and Google Podcasts, Crypto and Conspiracy. So Solo, crypto. I had that stock, by the way. This electrical vehicle stock. It's a Canadian electrical vehicle stock. But anyways, Solo, crypto, NASDAQ partnership. They've been rumoring that for ages. But yeah, Solo is another one of those ones. Once Ripple goes up, Solo is probably going to go up too. If you guys aren't familiar with Solo, Solo is a tokenization coin built on Ripple. Did they announce a NASDAQ partnership? I know they've been rumoring it for so long. Leonard, if you have that, please put that in the, if you have a link to that, please put it in Telegram. Because I know they've been rumoring that for a long time. They say Snake will eat the frog, Pepe. Yeah, man. Okay, Snake's one of those meme coins. Yeah, meme. Crippled does sound like a meme coin. Oh man. We're gonna get something happening over here, bro. Crippled the meme coin. Yeah, we might have to do that. We might have to make that work. Might have to make that happen. We'll probably get canceled though. We'll probably get canceled because it's politically incorrect. What do you think of Litecoin? The halving is 2 months away. I'm big on Litecoin. I'm still big on Litecoin, and I'm with Ordinals. I'm even more big on Litecoin. Litecoin has the Mimblewimble, the whole like privacy portion, so they could be used for enterprise and people. You can still mine Litecoin. I think we see one day where Michael Saylor says Litecoin's his second thing, and then it will really go crazy, right? So yeah, I'm still heavy on Litecoin. I just bought like another one not too long ago. I'm trying to stack some Litecoin. Yeah, I like Litecoin. Where can we see it go for its halving? I don't know, bro. I'm looking at least like the maybe 150, 180 range. And I can tell you why I think that. So, like I think you said, last Litecoin halving, it did a 5x. So it went from about $30 to $140. So about 5x, right? Yeah, about a 5x. 'Cause 3 times 5 is 15. In this case, we have $55 and it's sitting at 91. So maybe we even see so like 180 to 200. I think that's a good spot right there. So that from this point on would be at least a 2x. Maybe you can get that out of meme coins, yeah, but I think in the long term, Litecoin will have like its day. It'll be silver to Bitcoin's gold. So I think short term, like just the 2x, you know what I mean? Wait till like it's oversold and maybe get out, right? But long term, I think I'm gonna always hold some Litecoin personally. Because long term, I think it will make it there. It will make it to like mini Bitcoin status, right? So yeah. Hear a lot of chatter about Link running. Thoughts? Um, Link will probably always run. Without Link, you couldn't have DeFi, and Link has something like God. So many cryptos use it as an oracle. Um, it also has a World Economic Forum connection, even though they don't talk about it, but they do. They kind of do. They kind of don't. Um, yeah, I think Chainlink too. One of these days, you could probably use it for. They probably expand it so they can actually data harvest with it. Yeah, I think Link's a pretty good bet. Yeah, like you have to have an Oracle, and it's probably the most widely used Oracle out there right now, right? What's up, Richard Judge? Check out his channel for sure, guys. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Maybe if I could stop talking so much occult knowledge, I could probably get some viewers up in here. But I don't do it for that. I do it. I don't know. I guess I need to just stop talking about that stuff so I can do that. But did Litecoin have privacy features? Now you can break down. Yeah, well, it's called Mimblewimble. They have that implemented already right now. So it does have a privacy feature that can be used for. Let's keep this up because I want to keep this up. That can be used for enterprise. And it's one of those things where it's like an on-off switch. If you want to use it and you're an enterprise and you want to have certain things private, you can turn it on. If you don't want it, then you don't turn it on. Now, for people who want straight privacy, like a Monero, that doesn't work for them. But for enterprises, for businesses that want fast speed and low fees, that works perfectly fine for them. So let's see. There it is. Litecoin Foundation announced the long-awaited Mimblewimble extension block MWeb upgrade as a part of Litecoin Corp. Release candidate on January 31st, 2022. Set to be the largest upgrade ever. Come on. Okay, there we go. They don't say much about it. MWeb will be an opt-in feature, like I was saying, allowing Litecoin to be the most fungible cash-like cryptocurrency in the space. The security and privacy-enhancing Taproot upgrade will also be a part of the core release. Apparently, I guess some exchanges delisted Litecoin after that upgrade, which was just dumb. But I'm sure they got them back on now because a lot of people do stuff like this now, and they call it like zero knowledge proof. So anybody who probably delisted them probably relisted them now because this is dumb. Like enterprises want it. So Link and Dot are two of the most. See, it's because they're slow moving. Because the people who are running Link and Dot are the World Economic Forum, and they can just wait around for days and days and days. Dot is going to be really heavy with the World Economic Forum. One project that I like on Dot is Energy Web Token, and that is built specifically for being a broker of energy assets, basically tokenizing energy assets. Okay, and that's built on Polkadot. So how long will that take to implement? That they're actually brokering around energy assets? Probably not next year. Probably like it's not going to happen here in America really soon because we're going to push against that. They're going to spoon feed us until we get there, right? They're already doing carbon credits over in China, right? So as many as they're gonna inch around until they can get it back. They can get it into America, just like they're trying to get. Let me just stop. I want to say certain things, but I'm not going to. But they're trying to get carbon credits happening over here. So Dot's going to move when those things move. When things like carbon credits are implemented, when a lot of these privacy things that Dot is doing is implemented. Like I thoroughly believe that LCX is going to have their blockchain on Polkadot, and I've shown you guys the paper documentation that basically says that. So think of them having an LCX, Energy Web Token, right? And a host of other things on Dot. It'll move when those things start moving, right? And they do have some DeFi things like Moonbeam, right? Moonbeam's another one. Shout out. There's another one that might deserve some looking at, right? I like Kusama on Polkadot. Yeah, Kusama is their testnet, right? And everything goes on Kusama before it kind of really gets implemented on Polkadot. There are a couple different ones I like on Polkadot, and the patrons have those. Yeah. So I think Link and Dot, while underperforming right now, they do have a bright future. But you just might have to wait longer to get the actual catalyst out of that, right? So yeah, guys, that's what I wanted to hit you guys with today. Hopefully you guys can continue to stay active in the Telegram. Definitely check me out on Gentleman Crypto tomorrow. We'll really try to be on time this time. So sorry, there's just a lot going on personally right now. So I appreciate you guys for bearing with me and coming, even though I'm late, and showing love. I really appreciate that. Really means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Catch you guys tomorrow, 6 o'clock for the General and Crypto Show. Thank you guys so much for the active chat. Thank you guys for making it. And you real ones who made it to the end, really appreciate y'all. Don't forget to smash the like. And I'm out. Peace.